Are Americans flawed? Not in the sense that our divine maker made a mistake, or in a biological sense. I mean in our personhood, in our behavior. I'm probably losing you already. Let me put it another way. The most embarrassing part of being raised Catholic was confession. How many kids want to accept their faults, let alone tell someone else what their sins are, especially a priest? Bad enough the Maker already knows them. For those of you who aren't Catholic or haven't been to confession in 30 years, after absolution you make a promise to sin no more and to avoid the near occasion of sin. As a kid I preferred, and I will try to do better from now on. Amen. My point? How many Americans truly try to be better versions of themselves? So, are we flawed? Worse, do we make ourselves flawed by not trying to improve? Let's explore. We live in a country where gun violence is a daily headline, where wealth inequality grows unchecked, and where climate change threatens the very fabric of our existence. The COVID-19 pandemic, still lingering in shadowy corners of our society, revealed our weaknesses. According to the Pew Research Center, nearly half of Americans feel the country is moving in the wrong direction. That malaise reflects a deeper issue. Are we so overwhelmed, overworked, and burdened by debt and obligation of our time and money that self-improvement feels like a pipe dream? Take greed, for example. It's a foundational flaw embedded in our culture. We idolize billionaires while everyday people face skyrocketing living costs. Housing prices are unattainable for many, healthcare is exorbitant, and debt from student loans to credit cards has become a defining feature of modern life. According to the Federal Reserve, in 2023, the average American household carried over $10,000 in credit card debt. When survival takes precedence over self-reflection, when the system feels rigged, how can we expect people to pursue their better angels? But these flaws aren't immutable. The first step to change is recognition. Are Americans ready to confess? Belonging is a fundamental human right and need. Yet it feels like America has forgotten how to foster it. Instead of connection, we have division. Political polarization is at an all-time high, with nearly 60% of Americans believing their political opponents are a threat to democracy, according to Gallup. Worse, we've traded reason and understanding for outrage and apathy. Social media algorithms feed us content designed to enrage, not enlighten. Virtues like participation, civics, reason, compassion, active listening, stewardship, and empathy are casualties of the digital age. But let's not get too comfortable blaming the system alone. As individuals, we play a role. We scroll past opportunities to engage in meaningful conversation. We disengage from politics, labeling it too messy, even as our disengagement fuels the very dysfunction we disdain. The question is, can we light a path out of this darkness? Let's look inward. When was the last time we confronted our own biases? Had a tough conversation? Or even thought critically about our role in society's shortcomings? Flawed systems are built by flawed people. If we perpetuate apathy, greed, and division, then we cannot escape blame. But here's the good news. Flaws aren't fatal. As the Renaissance taught us, the pursuit of knowledge and self-improvement can transform individuals and societies. What would it take for us to strive for better? Start small. Open conversations about money, a taboo that keeps Americans financially disempowered. As discussed in my video, Americans need to talk about money. Secrecy surrounding salaries and wealth only benefits the rich and powerful. And from there, embrace civics, environmental stewardship, and empathy. Pursue knowledge, not just for personal gain, but as a collective responsibility to humanity. Check out my other videos on these prescient topics. If you've made it this far, congratulations, you're already on the path. Recognizing flaws is a form of confession. Now it's time for absolution. Action. Reignite civic engagement. Volunteer, vote, and educate yourself. A functioning democracy requires active participation. Embrace sustainability. Climate change isn't a distant threat, it's here. Advocate for policies that prioritize the planet over profit. Foster community. Connection starts locally. Get involved in your neighborhood, support small businesses, and engage in local politics. Commit to self-improvement. Adopt the Renaissance spirit. Read, learn, reflect, grow. The solutions aren't easy, but they're necessary. Maybe humanity itself is perpetually flawed, and there's no escaping that reality and its consequences. Or we can stand together and be the people we want posterity to look up to, like how we revere the World War II generation. This is our fight, our moment. America stands at a crossroads. Will we succumb to our flaws, or will we rise above them? The answer lies within each of us. Our channel, Renaissance Spirit, is dedicated to lighting that path. Through history, politics, personal development, and culture, we explore what it means to be human and how we can be better stewards of the earth and each other. The Renaissance was born from the darkness of the Middle Ages, a beacon of hope that ushered in the Enlightenment and the Age of Reason. Can we kindle a similar spirit today? If you believe we can, join us. Take our quiz and subscribe to Renaissance Spirit. Watch Americans Need to Talk About Money next and share this journey. Together, we can confront our flaws, awake our better angels, and ensure that our legacy is one of light, not shadow. Live the Renaissance spirit! History has not died, only our understanding of it.